Staci Warden recently spoke on a panel and she talked about Algorand and payments, why Algorand has the right tools to be used as payments, and what's going on right now. Why don't we give a nice little listen to what Staci has to say here. This is at the SALT conference in Wyoming. CEO Staci Warden joined the panel. DeFi, TradFi, convergence, markets, payments, and privacy. Here she highlights the power of Algorand's native atomic swaps, which already enable Archax to tokenize Aberdeen's 3.8 billion euro market fund on Algorand using Quantos EURD. Let's give a listen.
How do you think blockchain payment networks can integrate with existing systems like FedNow or the credit card networks without just replicating the cost structures and the inefficiencies that we see in the current system?
So I would say two things there. One is you can't move, and they talked about this on the panel before this, but I'll just say it again briefly. You know, tokenizing something is like not that hard, right? You know, I mean, it's just like computer code. Not that I can do any computer code, but it seems easy to me from, quite far away. But anyway, it's just computer code. And but what you need is the other leg. You need the payments leg. You need atomic swaps. That smart contract has to have the payment working with the asset transfer. So on Algorand, for example, we have a payments provider called Quantos, which is regulated by the Dutch Central Bank. These are going to be very important things, and we tokenize an Aberdeen money market fund. But the interesting thing about that was not the tokenization of the Aberdeen money market fund. I really hope there's nobody from Aberdeen here in the audience, but that part was pretty straightforward. It was doing the atomic swap, instantly. And because in crypto, clearing is settlement. Like, that's the coolest thing about crypto. There's no swift messaging leg that has to take place. And I'm old enough to remember when we went from T+3 to T+2 and then T+2 to T+1, it was like really big deal. And crypto doesn't need any of that. So I think that kind of atomic settlement is going to be very important on the payment side. The other thing on payments that I think is pretty interesting is just the 24/7 element of it that I think crypto can also provide.
Yeah, definitely exactly what she's saying there. It's the instant, and she didn't mention, weirdly enough, but Algorand has instant finality. Definitely one of its features that's a little bit different. One of those things I've argued with Justin Bonds over, where he tries to say that it's settlement. It's like, no. The block settles in a few minutes, but the finality is instant. It cannot be brought back immediately. That is a huge feature of payments, really important for payments. And so, yeah, it's good that she highlighted that, although I would have mentioned the instant finality, I think, but always easier when you're on stage, or easier to say when you're in the audience versus being on stage. It's you get a little nervous, and sometimes you just don't say the things you want to say. But yeah, solid appearance by Staci. She's just funny sometimes, right? Like I hope anyone in Aberdeen is in the audience. Like, she's just a little bit, I don't know, awkward, I guess. It's interesting. The comment on coding was pretty funny. Well, I can't code, but it's probably easy. She's right. It's pretty straightforward in terms of tokenizing something. It's really having the infrastructure in place to make it actually matter is another matter.